Nibbana, also known as nirvana in Sanskrit, is a central concept in Buddhism, particularly in Theravada and Mahayana traditions. It represents the ultimate goal of Buddhist practice and the cessation of suffering. Nibbana is described as an unconditioned state, beyond the realm of conditioned existence, sankhara. It is not subject to arising, passing away, or change, and lies beyond the realm of conventional reality. Nibbana is attained by extinguishing the three root defilements of greed lobha, hatred dosa, and delusion moha, particularly through the eradication of craving tanha and ignorance avijja. The realization of Nibbana can occur in stages, leading to different levels of enlightenment. Nibbana is not limited to physical death, but can be realized in this life by those who have attained enlightenment. Saupadhisesa Nibbana, a state of enlightenment in which the substratum of life, or the residual aggregates, still remain. In the context of Saupadhisesa Nibbana, the residual aggregates refer to the mental and physical components of existence that continue to exist after enlightenment. These aggregates include form rupa, feeling vedana, perception sanya, mental formations sankhara, and consciousness vijnana. Despite the realization of Nibbana, the residual aggregates continue to function until the physical body ceases to exist. However, the defilements kilesa that bind one to the cycle of birth and death have been eradicated, leading to the cessation of suffering. Individuals who attain Saupadhisesa Nibbana are no longer subject to rebirth in the cycle of samsara. They have severed the root causes of suffering, craving, ignorance, and clinging, and have achieved liberation from the cycle of birth and death. Those who attain Saupadhisesa Nibbana may choose to continue living in the world, interacting with others, and fulfilling their remaining responsibilities. However, they do so without attachment or identification with the aggregates, as they have realized the true nature of reality. Enlightened individuals who remain in the world may engage in compassionate action and altruistic service to benefit others. Their actions are guided by wisdom and compassion, and they serve as examples of the liberated life for others to follow. Individuals who have attained Saupadhisesa Nibbana may continue to teach and guide others on the path to liberation. Their words and actions serve as inspiration and guidance for those seeking to overcome suffering and attain enlightenment. While individuals who attain Saupadhisesa Nibbana are liberated from rebirth, they still experience the natural process of aging, illness, and death. When the physical body reaches the end of its natural lifespan, they experience paranibbana, the final passing away without remainder. Anapadhisesa Nibbana, a state of enlightenment in which there is no substratum of life remaining. In Anapadhisesa Nibbana, there is the complete cessation of all aggregates, including both mental and physical components of existence. This includes form rupa, feeling vedana, perception sanya, mental formations sankhara, and consciousness vijnana. Anapadhisesa Nibbana represents the highest form of liberation and the final end of all suffering. It is the complete extinguishment of craving, ignorance, and clinging, leading to the ultimate peace and freedom beyond conditioned existence. Nibbana in its Anapadhisesa aspect is described as unconditioned asankata, meaning it is not subject to arising, passing away, or change. It lies beyond the realm of conventional reality and is free from all limitations and constraints. Individuals who attain Anapadhisesa Nibbana transcend the dichotomy of existence and non-existence. They neither exist nor do not exist in the conventional sense, as they have transcended all forms of identification and attachment. Anapadhisesa Nibbana marks the culmination of the spiritual path and the attainment of complete liberation from the cycle of birth and death. It is the realization of the highest goal of Buddhist practice, the cessation of suffering and the realization of ultimate truth. The enlightened individual who attains Anapadhisesa Nibbana experiences perfect peace and freedom beyond all conditioned phenomena. They are free from all forms of suffering, craving, and ignorance, and abide in a state of unshakable tranquility and bliss, while individuals who attain Anapadisesa Nibbana are liberated from the cycle of birth and death. They still experience the natural process of aging, illness, and death. When the physical body reaches the end of its natural lifespan, they experience Parinibbana, the final passing away without remainder. Parinibbana represents the complete extinction of all aggregates and the complete cessation of all forms of existence. It is the final liberation from all conditioned phenomena and the attainment of ultimate peace and freedom beyond all limitations. In summary, Saupadisesa Nibbana refers to a state of enlightenment in which the substratum of life, or the residual aggregates, still remain. Despite the continued functioning of the aggregates, the enlightened individual is liberated from the cycle of birth and death, and experiences the cessation of suffering. They may continue to live in the world, engaging in compassionate action, and guiding others on the path to liberation, until the eventual attainment of Parinibbana, the final passing away without remainder. While Anapadisesa Nibbana refers to a state of enlightenment in which there is no substratum of life remaining, it represents the complete cessation of all aggregates and the attainment of absolute liberation beyond conditioned existence. The enlightened individual who attains Anapadisesa Nibbana experiences perfect peace, freedom, and bliss, and eventually attains Parinibbana, the final passing away without remainder.